be quick with this one. Um, if you have watched me for any time, I am a a guy who holds a lot of. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna say it. I hold players responsible more than coaches, and that's all sports. Now, there are some sports where coaches play a bigger part than other sports, but at the end of the day, it's still the guy and girls who are participating that has a bigger influence on the game. And I'm bringing this up because I am a big Kelvin Sampson fan, like humongous. And his after timeout blob was a great play design. At the end of the day, though, the play design is nothing without the execution of the players. And on that play, I'm not going to pull it up. I want it because the play is not as important as the execution. I mean, if I'm sure there's somebody online, basketball guy who has broken the play down. So the play was good for Houston. Purdue's defensive scheme was good too. However, like I've said on the locker Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, how when I was at Kentucky playing football, we had a perfectly designed blitz and called blitz. It was the perfect design blitz. It was called at the perfect time, and if executed well, it would have easily been a. If I remember correctly, would have easily been probably a 5 yard loss. I've been in a situation in the Florida game where we schemed up Florida's specific play, not Pacific, specific play, and we executed well in practice. In the game, they came out exact formation. There was a from the sideline. We were like alert, what they're gonna do. And they did exactly what we thought they were gonna do, and we didn't execute, and they scored a touchdown. It comes to that. Purdue, I'm not the guy who's guarding the inbound when teams rub, screen, whatever you want to call it. That guy takes the screener the screener replace and switches back to the inbounder. Well, on that play, the guy who was pinned screen short wired. The guy who was inbounded, who was the inbound defender, knew what the play was, and he reacted, but for some reason his teammate didn't. If you watch the play, the guy who was guarding the the guy who got the screen, he is at the he's opposite wing of the 3-point line. Now you go back to say, was that Coach Painter's fault for running that scheme in that situation? Was that Kevin Sampson's awesome play design? Or was it really just the players short circuiting in the most important moment of the basketball? The most elite players, the greatest of great players, are able to perform when all the chips are on the table. No matter what the coaches call or what's happening, if you can't perform and execute under extreme stress, things like that are going to happen. It's really that simple. Look, if you look at the play design, I'm not sure. I'm going to say I am pretty damn sure that the play design was not supposed to go to the inbound. That was not the first option of the play. But what happened is Houston's players were able to adapt to the most stressful situation better than Purdue players. It's really that it. You can call it higher IQ, you can call it whatever you want to call it. But in that moment, Houston players executed their assignment much better than Purdue. And all it takes is for one player to take a wrong step. And now we're going back home. All I got, y'all.